What's going on, family? This is Inspired to Be Great, and I am your host, Ron Miles. Hey, family, I'm just excited as always to talk to you. I had one of those great days. You know, one of those days where you're checking all the boxes. Did I complete this? Check. Did I go do this? Check. Did I speak to this person? Check. Did I send this email? Check. I mean, it was just one of those goal accomplishing, goal driven days where all the boxes were being checked. No matter what they were being checked. Don't you just love having those days, family? Don't you just love waking up to the feeling knowing that you're going to get your goals accomplished, knowing that you're going to attack each and every day with passion, with aggression, with just life? I mean, just with life, you're going to go after it. But how do you get to that stage? How do you get to the point where you're ready to attack life? You're ready to take things on head on. You're ready to go fully charged, fully vested. You're ready to dive deep into it. How do we do it, family? How do we accomplish these things? Part of it is understanding what you're trying to accomplish, but also being willing to put in the dirty work. And I know that's a dirty word for some people. I know people don't like or dirty phrase. I know people don't like really saying it because they're saying, what do you mean when you say dirty work? When you say dirty work, some people may think of the mob. Some people may think of dirty players in sports, the ones who's going to get down. But what I mean is you're going to do the dirty stuff. You're going to take care of the hard things. You're going to be able to go through things that you may not even enjoy, but you do them with such passion. Why? Because I'm focused on my goal, not on the task. See, sometimes if you get focused on a task that's negative to you, a task that you don't like, it's going to take forever to accomplish. Why? Because you already don't like it. So you're already coming in with the wrong attitude, the wrong perception of how to complete it. But if you come in with the goal in mind, the goal, the idea in mind that I'm doing this because it's going to get me to this. It's kind of like when you work out. Nobody really likes when they first start working out, you know. I mean, you first you got to build yourself up to go to the gym. And in most cases, when you first start working out, you're super excited to go. Why? Because, I'm about to lose this weight. I'm about to get my summer body. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. And I got to fit into this dress. I got to get into this suit. I got a wedding coming up. I got a graduation, whatever it may be. People have all these different reasons of why they're wanting to work out, wanting to get in shape. So they go the first day. And the first day you're super excited. But then that next morning when you wake up and those muscles that's been torn, because that's what they do, you tear your muscles apart. But then as you rest and recover, they come back together and become strong again. But you start hurting. So now you're thinking, I got to go back today. And you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the dirty work. I don't want to get down and die. I want the body. I want the finished product, but I don't want to do the dirty work. But you know what inspires people, what keeps people going is the fact that they don't focus on the dirty work that they have to do. They focus on the goal that's ahead of them because they know if I accomplish this, if I go after this, if I complete this, it's getting me one step closer to where I want to be. So I ask you, family, are you willing to do the dirty work to reach the levels of life that you want to do? Are you willing to face some of your fears? Are you willing to sacrifice some of the things that need to be sacrificed for you to go to the next level? Are you willing to put in the dirty work? That's just a question. Are you willing to put in the dirty work? It's that simple to me. I'm willing to. I'm willing. You know, a lot of people ask me, well, how are you able to still work a 9 to 5, knowing that you have other business ventures going on, knowing that you have an apparel business, knowing that you have the podcast, knowing that you have a membership site, knowing that you have all these other things going on? How are you able to? Why? I'm still able to. Why? Because I haven't reached the goal that I set yet. See, once you reach the goal that you set yet, you will feel free. I will feel free to go ahead and leave, but I haven't reached that goal yet. So it's okay for me to still get in and do the grind. It's okay for me to get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to work on my goals, work on my dreams and visions. Then by 7:30, I'm helping getting the kids ready. I'm doing this and that, but I'm also getting myself ready. Why? Because I still have to go out and attack the day for my job. Then I go to my job. I work it, and then I get off my job. I go do the family thing. I love my family, spending time with my family, doing that thing. But then right after that, then I get the opportunity to now go back after my goals, after my dreams. See, you have to be willing to sacrifice some things. I had to be willing to give up TV. I had to be willing to give up hanging out. I had to be willing to give up some things so I can get the dirty work in. Yes, some days do you get tired? Do you feel bogged down? But you know what? As I tell people, my grind wakes me up. My grind keeps me going. The thought of me accomplishing my dreams, the thought of me every time I start to get a little down, every time I start to feel like I don't want to go anymore, I think if I don't do it, then I'm not getting closer to my dream. If I don't do it, then we're not moving forward towards the house that we want. If I don't do it, then we're not going to live the life that we've been working on all this time. So, but to do it, you have to be willing to do the dirty work, but be excited about doing the dirty work. Why? Because as you doing it, you understand I'm moving closer towards my goal. I'm moving closer towards my dream. I'm not being stopped. I'm not going to have anything keep me from approaching. I'm not going to have anything stop me from getting to where I want to be. Why? Because this is my dream. This is my goal. This is what I'm meant to do. And that's the mindset you have to have, family, especially in business. I mean, you have to have it in life in general. And see, I talk about a lot of life and business principles. Why? Because a lot of times they go hand in hand. They lock arms with each other. Because the same way you operate in life is the same way you will operate in business. If you like to cheat your way through life, do things, procrastinate, you'll do the same thing in business. Why? Because it's a habit. It's natural. It's something you're accustomed to. If you're not accustomed to putting in the dirty work, if you're not accustomed to putting in long hours some days, if you're not accustomed to giving up sleep, and that's hard for a lot of people. A lot of people don't even want to give up sleep, let alone sacrifice a friend, a family member, a party, a TV show, whatever. People only want to give up sleep. But see, if you're not even willing to sacrifice a night of rest for you to move closer to your goals and dreams, then you really don't want it. Let's be honest with each other here. You really don't want that change. The only way to have a significant change is to make a decision that I'm willing to do the dirty work. I'm willing to get my hands dirty for my life. I'm willing to get my hands dirty for my family. I'm willing to get my hands a little grimy, a little muddy to go closer towards our freedom. See, freedom is on a countdown shelf for us. We checking the days off. It's kind of like how kids get excited about the end of the school year. As we know, we're coming up on the end of the school year, so the kids are excited. They're marking off their days. I only got 20-some days left. I only got this many days left. I only got 18 days. Everybody's excited. It's almost like graduating, too. That's really what it's like. It's like having a graduation. You ready for that party. I'm about to graduate and we're going to throw a party. And so that's what we're doing in our life. We're checking off them boxes because countdown day to freedom is coming. And so I want you, family, go buy yourself a calendar. Go buy yourself a calendar. Find a date that you want to say that you want to walk away from your job. Find a date that you want to say that you want to graduate. Find a date that you want to say that you're going to start a business. Find the date where you say, my life is going to change on this date. And I want you to write it down on that calendar. This is the date that X, Y, and Z is happening. This is the date that I plan on graduating. This is the date that I enroll myself in school. This is the date that I plan on leaving my job. This is the date that I'm going to start my business. This is the date. Write it down. Write it down, family. Why? Because as long as it's there, it's going to keep reminding you, I'm coming closer to my date. But every day that you miss your mark, every day that you don't complete a task is pushing that date further off. It's going to push it off. So family, when you write that date, be committed to that date. Be committed to it. Walk with that date. Talk with that date. Hold that date's hand. Really get into it, family. And I speak like this, I speak passionate, I speak with authority like this. Why? Because I'm talking about not only my life, but I'm talking about your life as well. I'm talking about how you can make the necessary changes. See, a lot of people don't believe. Everybody want to think things is physical, but this is a mental game. It's hard getting up some of the mornings. It's hard staying focused on tasks. But when I say my grind wakes me, my grind keeps me going. I know if I don't kill it, we don't eat. So I know each day I have to check off my tasks. Each day I have to move forward closer to my goals. But the problem is nobody wants to put it up on the calendar because they don't want to be held accountable for it. The reason why you don't want to tell other people your dreams that will push you towards them. Why? Because you don't want to be held accountable to them. Oh, no, no, no. Now that's a dirty word, accountability. Everybody want to hold other people responsible. Everybody want to get everybody else to give them a guarantee. But when are you going to guarantee yourself that you're going to complete something? When are you going to look at yourself and say, you know what, it's my fault I didn't get it done? When are you going to look at yourself and say, you know what, this is the reason why X, Y, and Z was not complete, and I can't look at nobody else, blame nobody else but myself? When is the day when you're going to quit pointing fingers, family? Come on now, talk to me. When is the date? When is the date that you want to say, I want to live my life beyond my wildest dreams? When is the date when you want to say, I want to go to new levels in my life, new levels in my marriage, new levels in my ministry, new levels in my business, new levels, completely new. I have no other reason why not to go. I want new levels. But the problem is, new levels means you have to face new fears, which means you have to attack things in a different way. And people just don't want to do it. They don't want to do that dirty work to get to that next level. They want it always handed to them easy. That's because we live in a microwave society where you can get things as quick as you need them. Whatever it is. You want a meal, you go to a quick little fast food spot. You know, you need something, some medicine, whatever. You quickly run to the store, you go get it. Everything is so like this. Nobody wants to do the dirty work, the grimy work to get to their dreams. And every day it's a grind. It's not just something that you just, today I'm gonna grind and tomorrow it's gonna be easy. No, 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 no. To have what you want out of life, to have what you really want. Because what I tell people, where your focus is lies your future. So if your focus is around those people who like procrastinating, who like partying, who like drinking, who like just throwing them back, having a good time, then that's where your future lies. If your focus is about gossiping and talking about people and going to work and complaining about your bosses and your job and this, that, and the other, but you're not going to quit. You ain't going to quit, but you're going to complain. You can't complain about something you won't change. You can't complain about something that you won't make a decision to make things different. You can't complain. I told somebody this the other day, matter of fact. They were talking about, the phrase, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And I said to him, I said, you want to know why the grass is greener on the other side? Because somebody had to cut it. Somebody had to seed it. Somebody had to pluck those weeds out. Somebody had to get the edges out. Somebody had to put in work to make that grass green. And the reason why your grass is brown and burnt is because your focus was on the negativity. So all you could see was the brown and burnt, but you couldn't see that if I just maybe threw down some soil, if I threw down some seed, or if I decided to actually dig up, I could reproduce the natural green in my own. But no, you can't see that. Why? Because it's easier to complain. Like I say, it's easier to watch greatness than to become great. It's easier for folks to go watch greatness. That's why you like going and watching sporting events. That's why you like going and watching great actors and all that and good movies. Why? Because it's easier for me to see myself as being great than me actually putting in the work to become great. So family, I challenge you, family, that you decide I'm going to put in the dirty work. I'm going to put in the necessary hours. Because look, the person that's successful to the person that's poor, we both got the same amount of time in a day. We both got 24 hours to make it happen. But the problem is the person that has a poor mentality won't put in the necessary work. They want to sleep 8 to 10 hours instead of only maybe 4 to 6. Then they want to talk on the phone 1 to 2 hours a day instead of putting their face in the book or on the internet, learning, becoming better, watching videos, enhancing themselves. Then after that, they want to spend an hour or so watching TV or something. So at the end of the day, you only left with maybe 4 or 5 hours to accomplish your goals. And even then, you're halfway doing it. Why? Because you don't have the focus. You don't want to put in the dirty work. You want to just do a little piece here, a little piece there. Up, it's too hard. I want to back off now. If you want your grass to be green, stop running to the other side. Because all you're going to do is kill their grass with your mentality. You're going to kill the grass that they working on. Get your grass going here. Look around you and say, you know what? I got to put in the work here. I got to stick a shovel in the ground. I got to grab my own edges and edge up my line. I got to hedge some of these weeds. I got to pull some of this stuff out. I got to get down on my hands and knees to make my dreams, make my goals, make my visions come to pass. And if you don't want them to come to pass, that's on you. You don't have to. But I'm saying, don't complain about your situation if you're not ready to make a decision and change your situation. Hey, family, I want to just tell you I love you. I thank you. Continue supporting the podcast, Inspired to Be Great. Also, continue watching us on the YouTube channel, Ron Miles. And also be sure to visit the website, www.ronaldmiles.com. That's RONALDMYLES.com. Also, be on the lookout for the Inspired to Be Great website, the I2BG Clothing.com, our apparel website that's coming up real soon, and many other big things. But I appreciate you, family. I thank you for clicking follow, clicking subscribe, and once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, and I just appreciate you. With that being said, remember, greatness only happens when you decide to make good the enemy of great. I love you.